Rogelina was 12 when the world seemed to shift around her. It started one sunny afternoon when she noticed her reflection in the mirror looked different. Her once childlike features were softening into something more mature. She felt an unfamiliar flutter of excitement and anxiety, sensing that this was just the beginning. As months went by, Rogelina experienced a whirlwind of changes. She grew taller, her clothes fitting awkwardly until her mother took her shopping for new ones. Her voice, once high and carefree, began to deepen, taking on a more melodic tone. Physically, her body changed in ways that were both thrilling and intimidating. These changes made her feel self-conscious at school, but also a strange pride in what she was becoming. Emotionally, Rogelina was on a roller coaster. She would find herself crying at the smallest things, yet feeling a sense of euphoria when she achieved something new or saw the kindness in others. Friends became more complicated, some drifting away, while new ones came closer. She had moments of intense loneliness, but also cherished the times of genuine connection. One evening, her mother sat her down and shared her own stories of growing up. They laughed and even cried, bonding over the shared experience of womanhood. These conversations gave Rogelina strength, helping her understand that growing up was a journey everyone took, filled with both challenges and victories. Rogelina's biggest triumph came when she joined the school debate team. Standing on stage, presenting her arguments with confidence, she realized how much she had grown. The team became her second family, a place where she felt understood and valued. They won competitions, but more importantly, Rogelina won her own confidence. By the time Rogelina turned 15, she had transformed in myriad ways. She was more sure of herself and understood that maturity was not just about physical changes. It was also about growing emotionally and mentally. Her journey was far from over, but she now welcomed the future with excitement rather than fear. Rogelina's story is a testament to the beauty and complexity of growing up, highlighting the resilience and strength found within all of us during the transformative years of adolescence. Amelia had always been a curious child, constantly exploring the world around her. Her small town, with its rolling hills and serene lakes, provided the perfect backdrop for her adventurous spirit. As she reached the age of 11, she began to notice changes in herself, changes that both fascinated and confused her. One sunny afternoon, while climbing her favorite tree, she felt a sudden pang in her chest. Her mother assured her it was normal, a sign that she was growing up. Puberty, a word Amelia had only heard in hushed conversations among her older cousins, was now a reality she had to face. The next few months brought more changes. Her clothes felt tighter, her mood swung like a pendulum, sometimes overwhelming her with emotion she couldn't name. She found solace in her journal, where she poured out her thoughts and fears. One day, during a school project, Amelia was paired with Liam, a boy she had known since kindergarten. They had always been friends, but now she felt something different. Her heart raced when he smiled at her, and she found herself lost in his words. It was a confusing new layer to her already tumultuous journey. Amelia's relationship with her parents also began to change. She yearned for independence, often clashing with their rules. One evening, after a particularly heated argument, her father took her for a walk by the lake. He explained that growing up meant learning to balance freedom and responsibility, a lesson that took time to understand. At school, health classes provided some answers. She learned about the biological changes happening in her body, why her voice felt shaky when she spoke in front of the class, and why she sometimes felt an unexplainable sadness. Her teacher, Mrs. Nolan, created a safe space for questions, easing some of her apprehensions. Amelia also found comfort in her friendships. Her best friend, Emma, was going through similar changes. They spent hours discussing their dreams, fears, and the future they couldn't quite picture yet. Their bond grew stronger, a support system in the whirlwind of adolescence. As the years passed, Amelia grew more comfortable in her changing body. She discovered a passion for painting, channeling her emotions into vibrant canvases. Her artwork became a reflection of her journey, each brushstroke a testament to her growth. By the time she reached high school, Amelia had a clearer sense of who she was and who she wanted to be. She still faced challenges, peer pressure, exams, the occasional heartache, but she knew she had the strength to overcome them. Her journey through puberty and maturity was far from over, but she had learned that change, while often daunting, could also be beautiful. Amelia's story is one of many, a reminder that growing up is a unique and personal journey, filled with moments of confusion, discovery, and ultimately, self-acceptance. Emma had always lived in the rural town of Everwood, a place where time seemed to stand still. Growing up, her life was simple and predictable, filled with the comforts and routines of family traditions. As she approached her 18th birthday, a sense of change began to stir within her. She yearned for something more, an unspoken desire to explore the world beyond the boundaries she had always known. Emma's journey to adulthood began on a crisp autumn morning when she packed her bags, leaving behind the only life she had ever known. Her first stop was the bustling city of Crestfall, where she was greeted by towering skyscrapers and the relentless pace of urban life. The city was a stark contrast to her hometown, but Emma was determined to adapt. She found a small apartment and secured a job at a local cafe, where she quickly learned the value of hard work and independence. As weeks turned into months, Emma faced numerous challenges. She had to manage her finances, navigate the complexities of city life, and build new relationships. Each obstacle tested her resilience, but with every setback, she grew stronger and more self-reliant. One evening, while working late at the cafe, Emma met Lucas, a kindred spirit who had his own story of leaving behind a familiar life in search of something greater. Their friendship blossomed into a deep connection, and together they shared dreams, fears, and aspirations. With Lucas's support, Emma enrolled in a local college to pursue her passion for environmental science. Her studies opened her eyes to the broader world and the pressing issues facing the planet. She became an advocate for sustainability, determined to make a difference. Emma's college years were transformative. She learned the importance of responsibility, not just for herself, but for the wider community and environment. Her journey was marked by moments of doubt and uncertainty, yet each step brought her closer to a deeper understanding of herself. Upon graduation, Emma accepted a position with a leading environmental organization. She traveled to various countries, working on projects that aim to protect natural habitats and promote sustainable practices. Her experiences abroad enriched her perspective and reinforced her commitment to making a positive impact. Years later, Emma returned to Everwood, not as the girl who had left, but as a confident, self-aware woman. She had grown from the sheltered life of her hometown to become a fully aware individual, shaped by her experiences and the people she had met along the way. She realized that adulthood was not a destination but a continuous journey of growth and self-discovery. One that required embracing change, taking responsibility, and striving to make a difference. Emma's story is a testament to the transformative power of stepping out of one's comfort zone and the profound impact of personal growth and responsibility on becoming a fully aware individual.